Okay, thank you so much for joining us on the Babes in Business event tonight. My name is Crystal and I, am your host. And I'm super excited because you're going to hear from some beautiful girls that are going to speak about their success and how they're basically doing it. So you're probably sitting there wondering, what is Babes in Business? What have I just tuned into? Well, essentially it is a mentoring hub online where women globally come together to, many from who you'll hear from tonight, but come together to collaborate, share what works, what doesn't work, lift each other up off the ground when the going gets tough, share successes, also we laugh, we share, we cry, obviously happy tears, and we just come together and just be happy that we are our own bosses and just sharing that success. So essentially, we are witnessing a phenomenon. Women truly can have it all: health, wealth, and abundance, and not at the sacrifice of the woman next to her. So slowly we're learning to empower and uplift and support more so than competing. And that's what Babes in Business is not about. We're all about a movement that really loves and cares and shares and uplifts. So we have found a business structure that works. Women can have abundance in their lives, but also their careers. We get to delve into things that drive our passions, that light us up, that make us happy, that make us wake up every morning to delve into projects that help others. And we get to share that with you. So tonight we're going to let you in on how you can potentially be a part of it. So when you join Babes in Biz, you will receive a mentor, sometimes two. We'll also plug you into a proven system that works. You'll also get your starter guide and all of the resources at your fingertips, plus a whole heap of fun and personal development and an amazing tribe which has your back. And I absolutely love that. So what I'm going to do is bring this to life with beautiful stories from the ladies tonight. And I'm going to reach out to Ash first. Ash, if you just want to unmute yourself, and just let us know what you were doing before Babes in Business and what you're excited for.
Hey guys, thank you for joining me tonight. I'm super nervous, so please be gentle on me and forgive me. So I was a customer of the product first. I was a customer for probably about 3 or 4 weeks before I decided to join Babes in Business. So the reason I started taking the product, I have a bit of a backstory. I've got celiac disease, irritable bowel, anxiety, slight depression, and just had extreme fatigue and just a real lack of drive to kind of just do anything. And I was always a person that kind of lived in fear of saying yes to anything, actually, because I was scared of what if it just doesn't work, and what if something happens, or, I was just scared of everything. So after about 4 days of taking the product, I saw amazing changes in my gut, so mostly in bloating, also in my anxiety. The levels just reduced. I didn't get anxious about things that didn't matter anymore, and just so many other things changed that I kind of just got to the stage where I was like, I really need to get this out to other people, and especially people that were really close to me that I knew suffered the same types of problems. So when my friend Michelle, who's now my mentor, kind of spoke to me about what if you started, did your own little business on the side and decided to join, seemed like out of the question at the start. But I'm so glad that I finally just turned around and said, yes, I'll do it. Because now I'm helping so many people, and hearing their stories of success every single day that I get messages from them just makes me know that I've done exactly the right thing of just pushing past the fear and saying yes. So I've been doing the business now for probably, I think, 5 or 6 weeks. And hopefully I'm really excited to see where it's going to take me, and hopefully I can quit my job. I work at Woolworths, so it's not the greatest of jobs, but my main job is being a mum. So if I can just do this at home and still be the stay-at-home mum and be there for when the kids are sick and be able to pick them up and go to all the sporting events, then honestly I've done the best thing ever. So super excited to see where I can take this. So I'm just about to flick over to Jade now. Thanks for listening, guys.
Don't think Jade's on tonight, so we might just go straight to Rachel. Just want to unmute yourself, Rach, and let us know what you were doing before Babes in Business and what you're excited for.
So I've only been doing it for a few weeks, but I used to work in Coles for over 3 years. So I've definitely worked in jobs that I felt very not valued in. Definitely worked in jobs that I hated showing up to work. I didn't want to be there. Then I was in a position that I had no work for over 5 months, and I've strived to try and find work. I had good resumes, good experience, but I just had no success in finding work. Then I was lucky to actually walk into the job as a sales hostess. So I work for an amazing company, but I felt like I have a lot of health issues. I have endometriosis, I have scoliosis, and it does hinder my life every single day. So I'm on a journey of finding what was good for me. And after taking Juice Plus, I found actually my skin has cleared up, which is something I've struggled with a lot. I used to have a lot of bloating, so I've noticed even today I've gone, oh, I'm actually not bloated. And I've gone through the journey going, there's more to life, and I really want to, I have that passion as I'm studying personal training and nutrition and doing my business course. I wanted to be in a position to help other people. So as I'm talking to others, I notice how much they can value the information I've explored for my own health. It's also helping them. So being in a position that I can flexibly work around my current job and strive to save, to be actually able to travel, and to, like at the moment I'm building towards doing my blog, and I can help other people in the meantime. And also not only help my health, but I want to be in that position to help other people. And being a part of the Health Style Emporium is more than just physically getting fit, physically looking good. It's about the struggles and the root of problems, and being able to have that like-minded women and a holistic support from another area, especially if they're not physically in your area. Like for me, I'm very isolated where I am at the moment. For some reason, I just seem to find it hard to meet people. So it's exciting to be in that position from the Health Style Emporium for Lauren to introduce me to this. I'm really grateful. So I've met some great people, and I can also offer it to other people who are struggling in the same position or going through their own struggles. So yeah. So I'm going to hand it to Sophie Kate for the biz structure now. Thanks.
Awesome. Hi guys, so my name's Sophie, and I just want to say thank you to both of you girls for sharing. I know it can be a bit daunting. We're not all professional public speakers, so thank you. So yes, I'm going to talk about our business model. So what is Babes in Business? It's essentially a business mentoring program for those wanting to create something huge for themselves. So that might be working from home, being your own boss, earning an awesome income, working when you like, wherever you like, with who you like. So when I was first offered this opportunity, I have to admit I did doubt my abilities, but you're given a personal business mentor to hold your hand the whole way through, sometimes 2, sometimes 3. Plus you get amazing support from all the amazing women in our team. So if you think of traditional business, it looks a little bit like this. And I'm going to talk about ours compared to a traditional because they're both very different. So when you, just make sure you guys can see. When you think of a traditional business, they always look like this. So you've always got a CEO or something of the like at the top. Then you go down in levels. So you might have a board of directors, executives, as you go down. And most of us are hanging out down here. And essentially we're trading time for money. So you're getting told when you can go on holidays. You're getting a capped amount of sick leave. You're being told when you can have your lunch, when you can go to the toilet sometimes. And essentially you're working on someone else's dream. And while these guys at the top are making all the money and having all the fun, I'm sure we can all agree that there is a lot less room at the top and a lot more room at the bottom. So if you think about if you want to go for a promotion, as we go up, there's less room. You have to step on people's toes. And most of the time you're friends with people that you work with. But it shouldn't be about competition. So you've got to step on people's toes to get to that promotion. And so for me, I'm a registered nurse. So I've come in and I hang out down here. And even if I wanted to go for a promotion and become what's called a level 2, yes, it might be a little bit more money, but it would come with more stress, more responsibility, more work, and essentially less time with loved ones. So what's great about Babes in Business is that our structure looks a little bit different, and it looks like this. So with this business, you are your own boss. You are responsible for how much you earn, what you make it look like, and what you do with it. So to open up your own online business, it costs a massive 165 Australian dollars, 50 US or 50 pound. So, and that's going to open up, it sets you up with what's called a virtual office. So that will enable you to run your business from wherever, meaning you can take it overseas, you can travel with it, you can work from home, at the beach, wherever you want. And most people are cash flow positive within their first few weeks, and they're getting that initial feedback, which is awesome. So if you think about, say, if you were going to open up a traditional business, say something like a Boost Juice or a cafe, people have to fork out a lot of money to get their business up and running, and they may break a profit, they may break even, but it's never guaranteed. So what I love about this business is you don't need to be an expert. Everyone comes in and starts out at the bottom, and it doesn't matter where you're from, what your qualifications are, what your background is, where you live, your gender, your education, whatever it is, anyone and everyone can do this. And everyone has exactly the same opportunity to reach our pinnacle position, which is called NMD. And there is absolutely no competition. You're not competing against anyone to get to another level or a promotion. And in fact, the people hanging out up here are invested in your success. So there's always someone holding your hand, always someone cheering you on and helping you achieve your goals. So to be in this business, you do have to be genuine. You do have to be kind-hearted and passionate about helping others, because the coolest thing is your paycheck will reflect how many people you help. So our team in business is one of the most motivated, empowering, genuine, and kind-hearted women from all over the globe who just share the same mission and really want to help anyone that needs it. And like I said, the more people you help, the higher your income, which is so cool. So this business mentoring program empowered me with the skills that I needed to get started, which literally is only about 15 to 30 minutes a day. And you let it build from there. So for me, when I started, I only had about 1 hour a day. But we meet you where you're at. We show you how to use that time effectively, whether you have 15 minutes or 3 hours a day. And even better thing is that you can wrap this around your life. So we teach you how to use your stolen moments, because we're all busy, right? So lunch breaks, waiting in line, all those kind of times. You know, we've got lots of mamas on the team, students, full-time workers, all working on this as a side hustle until their income matches what they're earning. So that's the basics for our business model. Now I'm going to flick it to Fleur, who's going to talk a little bit about the fun stuff, which is how we get paid.
Thanks, Sophie. Cool, I'm Fleur. Lovely to meet you guys. So, yeah, I get to talk about the fun stuff, and that is monies. So the best bit about this is that we don't have to have someone telling us how much we're worth, how much we should be getting paid per hour or per salary. It's purely on how many people we want to help and how many people we want to be successful, which is amazing, because as long as you want this for everyone else, and it's from the heart, then it's gonna rock it. So there are 6 ways that we get paid. I'm just going to tell you about 3 because that's all you really need to know at the moment. So first one is retail profit. The second one is commission. And the third one is bonuses. So retail profit, when you sign up as a coach in the Emporium, you actually get wholesale prices on your orders. Now the retail profit is the difference between the wholesale order and the retail price. So when you get your first client, They'll pay the retail price and you'll get that retail profit from them. Second one is your commission. So if you imagine that you've got different milestones in the business that you're going to reach, each milestone, your commission level is going to increase. So instead of it being a rat race with the person next to you, it's your own race. So you decide on how fast you want to go, how quickly you're going to succeed, because obviously the faster you go, the more you're going to make. So it's basically just having a game with yourself, and today is going to be a better day than yesterday. Third way, you've got bonuses. So each level, each milestone that you've got is another bonus. And the best thing about this is that the bonus that you get in your time frame, if you teach someone else, like we love this business because we get to mentor other people. If we teach people well enough and they get their bonus, then the person who teaches them gets that bonus as well. So not only are you bringing someone in to do an amazing job and get a bonus and feel amazing, but you also get the bonus on top of that as well. So the bonuses start from $100 and they go all the way to $10,000, which is totally mental. It still blows my mind every time I say that. And yeah, and they're totally uncapped, which is amazing. So you can totally get there. It's just, yeah, blows my mind. Anyway, so as Sophie said, pinnacle position that we all want to get to is NMD. When you're at this position, you're earning on average from 80,000 to 120,000 annually, and that's totally uncapped. So that's an average. So that can just keep going and keep going and keep going. As much as effort you want to put into this, as much as you want to help people, that's just going to keep going up. So that is insane. I don't know how much you guys earn now, but that's insane. So yeah, the best thing about that is that you're paying your $165 or equivalent, and you're going to be cash flow positive, especially if you reach your first bonus in 2 weeks. And it's totally possible. And then from there, the sky's the limit, and you can just keep going and keep having fun and just meet and just have a great time with a bunch of girls and guys. So that's all from me. I'm actually going to flick it back to Sophie now, and she's going to tell you a little bit more about the program.
Awesome. Thanks, Flo. Cool. Okay, so I am super excited to present this part of the event tonight, because you're probably all sitting there thinking, well, how does this tie in with the Health Style Emporium, and how can you be a part of it? So I'd love to explain it to you. So I'd love for everyone, if you've ever heard of Uber or used of Uber, pop your hand up. Awesome, lots of hands. So basically, that's exactly what BIB EVENT Business is about, only we're doing it with health and wellness instead. So if you think of Uber, it has a product, so you can pay someone to get you from A to B in their car, or there's a business opportunity with it, so you can become a driver yourself. So you've heard of BIB EVENT Business, which is the business opportunity. Now I want to share with you the other side of it, which is the product. So what we've done is we've created an online holistic health and wellness program called the Health Style Emporium. So you may have seen a YouTube video about it or checked out the website. If you haven't, I'd strongly urge you to check it out because it explains everything. And essentially, it's a holistic health and nutrition program for women wanting to better their health. They may want to lose weight, clear their skin, increase energy, work on self-love, feel better, be better, reduce anxiety, stress, personal development, set some goals, and just work on themselves as humans and be a better and more delicious version of themselves. I like to think of it as an online health and wellness retreat. So it's not about quick fixes. It's not a booty challenge, 28-day it's really working from the inside out, educating and empowering our clients to make small, sustainable, healthy lifestyle choices. And we've partnered up with an amazing team of women who are expertises in their area of health and wellness from all over the globe. So we've got women like nutritionists, nurses, personal trainers, yoga instructors, Reiki healers, life coaches, skin specialists, intuitive healers, wellness coaches. The list literally goes on. And essentially, everyone's just advocating and sharing the message of holistic health that anyone can have access to from anywhere in the world at any time. And like I mentioned before, you don't need any qualifications to come into this, but your clients that you bring into the Emporium do have full access to all of those health professionals at their fingertips, which is awesome. So I like to explain it like having private health insurance, but you don't need to pay the ridiculous. Clients get full access to these health professionals within the Emporium 24/7. So whenever they have a question or a concern or are needing advice, they can simply log on to the Emporium, ask their question, the appropriate health professional will answer it for them. So if you look at statistics these days, I mean, I'm a nurse, so I see it every single day. The statistics for our health are continuously climbing in the wrong direction. So put your hand up if you know anyone at all that suffers from obesity, cancer, high blood pressure, cardiac issues, renal issues, skin issues, anything. Wow, so many hands. And so many people turn to pharmaceuticals and operations to address these concerns. And all we're really getting is a big fat Band-Aid, right? So what we're really passionate about is getting rid of that Band-Aid fixture mentality and just going back to basics and looking at prevention. So most of these diseases could have been prevented with small, educated and healthier lifestyle choices, which is why I love the Emporium, because it is about preventative health and not just putting a Band-Aid on it. So I won't go too much more into the Emporium. If you haven't already, like I said, check out the website or the YouTube video. All our clients get some amazing resources. So we've got yoga and meditation guides, a ton of recipes that are updated regularly, meal plans, exercise guides. Every month we have a different webinar that's delivered by one of our amazing coaches. Every month we raise awareness for a particular charity. So yeah, check it out if you haven't already. If you have had a look at the website, you would have seen that there are different packages available. So every client that comes on goes on a particular package depending on their goals. And they are paired with an amazing whole food product that we've partnered up with. So I'm going to flick it to, who am I flicking to, Crystal? I've lost my message.
Yeah, we'll just flick it to Michelle, honey, if you want to let us know about the amazing product we got there.
Hey guys, so my name's Michelle and I'm super excited to talk to you guys today about our partner product, which is fruit, veg and berries popped into a tiny little vegan capsule. So it looks like this. It's really little. So it's basically just 30 plus varieties of fruit and veg that you are going to nourish your body with every single day. So the fruit and veg are picked at their peak of ripeness and mixed into like a little slushy and then dehydrated at really, really low temperatures so that they can maintain all their nutrients and enzymes to provide max nutrition to your body. So they're actually better than organic. They're actually tested 4 times for over 300 plus known contaminants. So things like molds, pesticides, bacteria, and then they're popped into an airtight capsule so there's no chance of any oxidization. So they're perfect for everyone. So mums, if you're pregnant or you might be breastfeeding, maybe you're an athlete or a grandma, basically all of the above. They are gluten-free, dairy-free and vegan. So just whole food goodness popped into a tiny little capsule. So I'll read out what's in the fruit one so you guys know a little bit about what's in them. So the fruit one here that I've got is got apple, pineapple, peach, prunes, oranges, cranberries, papaya, beetroot, cherries and dates. So I know I don't eat that much every day, but I do with these. So compare those ones to the ones that you might see in the supermarket, for instance. I don't know about you, but I can't even really pronounce what's on the ingredients label. And they are filled with a lot of fillers and synthetics. So really, it's really hard for your body to digest that. And only about 40 to 60% actually is absorbed by your body. Whereas with our product, 100% is absorbed by the gut, and it actually hits your bloodstream in 5 minutes, which is crazy. Now, for all those kind of sciencey people out there, there is actually 33 peer-reviewed medical journals. So you guys can get your hands on them if you want to read a little bit more. It is one of the most reviewed products on the market. So, yeah, if you are wanting some more information, then by all means ask us. Now, I'm a mum, so it's really nice that I can kind of nourish my own body, but the best part is that we can also nourish our kids. So our kids actually get a fruit and veg little gummy, so it kind of looks a little bit like this. It's the fruit and veg mixed with tapioca to make it into a little gummy form. And the best part is that when you buy an adult version of the fruit and veg, you actually get the gummies for free. So you get to nourish your kids for free. Now, the reason for that is we are doing a worldwide child health study, and that's to kind of have a look at the effects that they might have on kids with maybe ADHD or behavior problems or brain development. So there's really no chance of any placebo effect. Now, lastly, the last product that I want to talk to you about is our shakes, which look like this in a little packet. Now, these shakes are not a meal replacement by all means. They are for us to have make awesome balanced lifestyle changes, form some new habits, and, you know, just make something, enjoy some yummy, delicious food that is full of whole foods. So if you're someone who's guilty of maybe skipping meals, or you might be someone who likes the 3 p.m. kind of snack, or maybe you're a shift worker and you just want to, you know, make some really healthy choices, you've got no excuses because they come in this, so you can take them with you everywhere. Now, they are also vegan, dairy-free and gluten-free. And for me, I use them pre and post-workout, and I'm also the 3 p.m. snacker. So I like the Dutch chocolate, but it also comes in vanilla. I'm out of Dutch chocolate, so I've only got vanilla left. Now, guys, we're all about bridging the gap. So for me, I eat 47 plus varieties of fruit and veg in my diet now every single day on top of what I already do eat. So my body is loving it. They're not a magic pill though, so you know, they're not going to grow limbs back or anything like that, but you know what, they will enhance your body to work at its peak, and you know, they will make your insides happy. So if you're looking to maybe get into a deeper sleep, find some energy that you never knew you had, or balance your hormones or help with some digestion issues, then this is the product for you. So I could talk forever, but I'm not going to. I'm going to pass you over to Mariska to have a chat to you about her experience.
Thank you, Michelle. Well, good evening, everybody. I'm just going to talk a little bit about the program as well as the product. So I've joined the Health Style Emporium because I needed a community in which I could get guidance in terms of living a healthier and happier lifestyle. I've been feeling very conscious of myself, and I've always been one of those people that said I should do something about my health and wellness, but never seemed to get going with it on my own, especially because I was not held accountable by anybody. So I'm grateful that I've been introduced to the Emporium, as it offers me a free 16 weeks holistic program, which were created for women like It's, as you've heard tonight, it offers guides in terms of self-love, meditation, yoga, exercise guides, and then these amazing ladies that constantly support. I also get access to a whole lot of recipes, meal plans, as well as shopping lists, and this is all in one place. So I've been using the Juice Plus product recommended by the Emporium. I've just been using the vegetable and the fruit capsules. And so it makes sense to me because this helps me to bridge the gap between the fruits and the veggies that I'm eating and what I should be eating. And let's face it, we all struggle to get enough fruits and vegetables and berries into our diets to keep our bodies and systems healthy. So I need to be honest as well. I still don't eat enough and veggies, but it's great to know that I get to take this Juice Plus product, the fruit and vegetable blends, which has been made from fresh quality fruits and vegetables, as you've heard. So for me, between the two of them, I get in the region of 21 different fruits and vegetables in daily. What I can say about the product and what it's done for me is that it's improved my immune system. In the 2 months just before I started taking the product, I had about 3 colds 3 times. And I've now been taking the product for just about 2 months, and I have not had a cold once. So for me, it feels like it's improving my immune system. My hair is growing like crazy, and not that I need it, but it's also become thicker. And then to top it all off, I've got more energy. I don't feel dry or as drained by the end of the day. And I also sleep better. So I'm also now looking forward to see the changes in my nails and growing stronger and longer nails, because I've struggled with that all my life. So yeah, that is my story with regards to the product at the moment. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And I would like to flick it over then to Cherie, who will also tell you about the benefits it's had for her. I hope I pronounced your name correctly.
Hey, yeah, can everyone hear me? Hopefully they can. Awesome. So a couple of things. First of all, if I start sneezing horrendously, I've moved into a new home, so the place is dusty. And my internet is crappy, so forgive me if I suddenly stop speaking or something. So when I first started seeing the Housestyle Emporium and Juice Plus information, thank you Vanessa, on Facebook, I was intrigued. I've always been interested in health, so this really called to me, especially as a nurse. So my impressions were that it's definitely health focused. It was absolutely 100% health focused, which I loved. And it was had a big focus on helping others achieve their full potential. And it was about connections, realistically, and relationships and life. It was about meeting people where they were at and helping them make small changes to become better versions of themselves. And I really loved that. That really spoke to me. So I also loved the supportive environment. I'm not weighing into something. I'm not being told off because I had a bad day. I'm being encouraged. I'm being loved for where I'm at. And I'm also helping and encouraging people where they're at. And I get it because I'm on that journey too. And it motivates me to do better. And hopefully I get to motivate others to do better. With the product, when I first watched the information videos, one of the promotional doctors was saying something about how does it get into your system, and if it does it do any good? And the answer to both of those was yes. And so I was like, okay, yeah, you got me there. I'm okay, I'll give it a go. And once I was on it, I kind of noticed a few things. First of all, previously I would sleep 14 hours, I would wake up exhausted, and I could never ever get enough sleep. I don't know whether I had a chronic thing, but that was just me. My best friend can attest to my love of sleep. And now that I'm on them, I can sleep comfortable 8 hours and wake up great, and I'm happy and I'm ready to go, and I can deal with dogs and children at 6 in the morning and it's not a problem. Which is kind of like, oh my gosh, someone alert the media. And my immune system is much better. Like just this, this season alone, I haven't had a cold really, which, let's cross our fingers. I'm doing great. I'm so happy. And something that I've always struggled with basically my entire life is sugar cravings. And I don't have any more. And for that, I'm shouting from the rooftops. It's amazing. So that's my little perks, really, my story for taking these. That's why I recommend them to others, because, oh my gosh, do I know how hard this journey is? I know how hard it is to be the fat girl, to be the overweight person, to be the person who's never healthy. And now I've found a way that makes me healthy. And I can't speak more highly of this for that reason. So I'll shut up now because I will just keep going on. And I will flip this back to Crystal.
Thanks so much, Cherie. Honestly, that your story is lovely. I've never heard your story before, and that touched my heart. So I'm so glad that you're getting results and you're sharing that with others. And thanks so much to everyone that spoke tonight. You know, as we mentioned, we're not trained public speakers. We're real women with real stories that are having just real success, and we just wanted to share that with you tonight. So quickly on my journey so far. So I have been a part of Babes in Business for 12 months now. And you know what? Straight away, I said yes. But I was at that point in my life where I just had enough is enough. I was juggling 4 jobs. My partner was FIFO, and that's why I juggled the jobs so I could bring them home. I have a son and was going into care so that I could, you know, do all the juggling. And I really felt like someone else was raising our child, and I never saw my partner. And I really thought to myself, like I studied to be successful in my field. I'm a personal trainer, but I guess I didn't think about the split shifts and the juggling classes and all those different things. And as we mentioned, stepping up in that corporate ladder, you do lose friends. And the only way I could be at the top was to buy a franchise, and financially that just wasn't a viable option. So I hit the end of my tether, and this opportunity came my way, and I said yes and figured the rest out later. So when I first started, I guess I did get a little bit nervous though, because I thought, well, I'm a personal trainer, but I'm not a nutritionist. I could coach, but I probably should go and do a degree. And that it was, yeah, it's just not the case. When I jumped into Babes in Business, my mentor showed me the way, the resources really coached me, the personal development that occurs when you do something like this. Really, like, I never thought I would be presenting to you right now, and that's how far I've sort of come in 12 months, and now here I am. So, you know, you just got to trust in the path. Another thing that got me was, do I have to sell to people? Because you know, in personal training and things like that, I genuinely want to change people's bodies, and people come to me, and that's great. But I didn't want to go, oh, I'm online now and I have to sell, or rope my friends in. That could not be further from the truth. We genuinely want to share our stories. If I can give you a perfect example, the amount of girls that are all my clients that would say to me, oh my gosh, I want to start running. What kind of shoes do you wear? And I'll always say I love my Asics. I haven't got a cent from Asics for all the promotional work I've done and the amount of girls that have brought those shoes. So it is just about being kind to others, sharing your journey. People resonate with your stories, and there's no pressure. If it's not for you, it's not for you. And if it is, that's fantastic, because we are globally changing the world and the statistics, and I absolutely love being a part of that. The final thing I had was, will I have time? And I mean, as I said to you, I was juggling jobs. I have a child, I have a relationship. And even if you don't have a child, you've got puppies, you've got friends, you've got a life. But I was disciplined, and my coach said to me, if you can put 30 minutes aside each day, like you do, put 30 minutes aside for exercise, you can grow yourself a business from home. And I trusted that process, and I have consolidated all of those jobs into now I'm just sticking with my PT on my terms with this online business. I've been able to travel this year overseas, not thinking that I could possibly do that, juggling, you know, a family. And yeah, it's really just blown my mind. And I get to work with who I want, when I want, wherever I want. I went to America, I had my phone, and I could work, or I could enjoy the holiday. So it's a win-win. And so I just wanted to reach out to you. So if this resonates with you in any way, please speak to the person that invited you. Ask questions. That's what I did in the beginning to find out where I was headed. And if not this, then what? I know I certainly can't afford $2 million worth of real estate for a residual income of 100 grand. I can't sing, so I can't paint in anything. Wish I could, that would be awesome. So this is the next best thing, and online is where it is at. It's the future, and I would love to see your faces again and for you to be a part of it. So thanks so much for taking the time to come onto the event tonight. Thanks again to the girls. Have a beautiful evening, and I'll see you all again soon. You can unmute yourself and say goodbye. It was lovely seeing you.
Bye. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you. That was awesome. Ash, you did so well. I'm so proud of you, gorgeous. Oh, you've muted yourself. Don't mute yourself.
So nervous.
Oh,
it's
we
done.
all get nervous. That's human, hey? Sophie, you weren't nervous. You were like a boss.
It gets easier, trust me.
Yeah.
I remember my first time, I was like, oh my God, what do I do?
I was like, literally, my heart felt like it was going to fall out of my mouth. I'm like, ah!
Just keeping it real.